Welcome to the CIO 24/7 podcast, bringing you the latest updates from Accenture's internal IT organization. I'm your host, Chris Crawford, and today I have Workplace Technology and Collaboration Director Tom Bruss with me to discuss how Accenture is innovating in the new with OneDrive for Business. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me.
For sure. Hey, so OneDrive for Business, this is the capability that we use, or that I use, to share files and store my working files and then share those with other people across Accenture. You want to tell me a little bit more about how we're using and the size of our OneDrive implementation here at Accenture?
Chris, we've rolled this out. I think we're going on our third year of rollout for OneDrive for Business, and we're growing every single day. We actually just surpassed 2 petabytes of data in the cloud and over 780 million files. So it's been a journey. We continue to grow. We're really pushing adoption, and I think our people really like a lot of the new capabilities that come with OneDrive.
Cool. Now, so OneDrive is, for those of you that don't know, OneDrive is Microsoft's business capability for online file storage and sharing, right?
It is.
And it's not the first time we've tried it, and certainly if we've only been using this for 3 years, we've had that business need for quite a while. But what made us get comfortable with doing this as a whole enterprise solution rather than a point solution like some of the other capabilities we'd tried in the past?
Yeah. Well, you're right, Chris. I mean, the need to be able to share files and share files securely is nothing new. And we've been, we've implemented a lot of other solutions in the past. We've gone down this road before to mixed success. I think the reason why this has been so successful to us, is that it had seamlessly integrated with a lot already the other tools. Particularly Microsoft's other Office 365 cloud-based solutions like Exchange and SharePoint, as well as Microsoft Office. It's integrated with a lot of the tools that people are already using in their day job. So it's just a more seamless extension versus another destination they had to go to get something done.
Yeah, that's a great insight. I mean, I know that I use it. I love it just because when I get a new laptop, I'm up and running now in minutes, literally, because all my files are right there. It's it's something that I guess we've been doing with phones for a long time, and it's now when it works this way in desktop as seamlessly as it does, it's pretty great. Did everybody realize this, or what sort of adoption curve did we have on the capability? You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the adoption curve, I'd say it was kind of in 3 phases. First was just general building awareness and, traditional adoption type stuff. Mm-hmm. Size doesn't fit all these days from an adoption perspective. It can't just be an email campaign. So, we had a wide range of awareness vehicles, things like videos and using social media and some blogs. And, we published scorecards, adoption scorecards to some of our business leaders to create a little competition within the company. That was kind of the initial phase. And then, that second phase was about just making it easier for people to get to use OneDrive. And you hit on a very interesting point. When you get a new PC, everything is, all your files are kind of transferred via the cloud and everything's in OneDrive. And that was one of the biggest things that did help with adoption for us. And that, as people, 1/3 of our PC fleet gets upgraded, roughly every year, and that's a great point in time to get people used to using OneDrive. And we actually worked with our local technologists to have them encourage people to upload everything to OneDrive before you come into the office with your PC. And then we can cut down on the amount of time it's going to take us to refresh your PC, so you're down. You're out of commission less,
right?
And then by the time you get your new PC, everything's already in the cloud for you, and you're ready to go, and you're already operating with OneDrive.
Yeah, to me that's a huge advantage. And I can remember back in the old days when you would lose your PC for a whole day as they were transferring stuff across the land just from one PC to another, and now it's like, they give me the PC and I am. In the time it takes me to type in some passwords, I'm up and working again. It's just incredible. What are some of so that's a great benefit. Any other key benefits we're looking at? I mean, the adoption is easy when the benefits are clear to the users. Are there some other ones out there that I'm not thinking of?
Yeah, a few things. I'd say a lot of the biggest benefits are just generally around desktop, giving our people more productive ways to work. And that always, when you can give people something better, a better way to work, that always helps your case. So, with OneDrive, all of people's files are in the cloud. So some of them are selectively synced down to the desktop. And that gives them the ability to access their files. Since they're in the cloud, they can access their files from anywhere, even on their mobile device, even when they're on the road. It really doesn't matter where or on what device they're on. They can access everything. They can access everything at the point of need. And then with everything being in the cloud, they then have the ability to simultaneously edit with other people they've shared that document with. So,
oh yeah, right.
Yeah, if they're collaborating with their team, they don't have to do this traditional email back and forth with edits, which we
final V6, V7.
Yeah, right. It's just better, and it's a more productive way to work. And then finally for our people, as they're syncing things to the cloud, you don't need everything on your PC anymore. The PC, stuff that's downloaded and synced locally should just be the stuff that you're using, either on your current project or in your current sort of day-to-day. I know myself, I had years of archives, and, did I really need that presentation that I gave my client 10 years ago on my PC? That should be in the cloud, and you know what? It freed up a lot of space on my PC. It gives me a little hard drive performance boost, and ultimately, that was another nice side benefit in that, because people don't need as big a hard drive anymore, that was actually cost savings to Accenture that we could reinvest in giving our people better PC hardware.
Nice. Yeah, and faster hard drives just with those SSDs. That was awesome for me. Okay, so you mentioned some huge numbers. Were there any challenges in getting to those huge numbers? What did you say? 2 petabytes of
2 petabytes
or something?
of data? Yep. But let me put it a little bit of perspective. While that is a lot, and it's one of Microsoft's largest implementations of OneDrive for Business, I still think we have a long way to go. Now we've got about 284,000 users that have at least one file in OneDrive, which is great. We have about 400,000 employees globally. So roughly a little more than 2/3 of our people actually at least have something in OneDrive. They're registered. They're using it in some capacity. And then if you look at more files than that, we've got about 110,000 people, as of September 2017, when this is being recorded, we've got about 110,000 people that have more than 100 files in the cloud. And that's what we think is our real measure of adoption. Those are people that are really at that point. Yeah, that's when they're really
they're committed. Yeah,
they're committed. That's when they're using it, and they're in their day jobs. That's when they're really using it as a supplement to their PC hard drive. And so, but that still only represents about a quarter of all of our people. So we do think that there is a long way to go to adoption. And so we're taking a number of, we're using a number of methods. One of the ones that's been most successful to us is we did build what we call OneDrive data migration tool. The single biggest barrier we have to adoption is just getting people to do that initial upload into the cloud.
Take that first step, yeah.
Yeah, take that first step. And certainly the PC refresh is a great point in time where we've got a captive audience. But for the other 2/3 of people that maybe aren't getting a new PC this year, we need to give them an easier way to do that initial sync. And that was this data migration tool where, we literally made it as easy as a few clicks of a button to kick off a process in the background that'll do that initial sync for you. And that's really helped a lot.
Some great thoughts, Tom. Anything to close with? Or, I'm happy closing on a success metric like that and some ideas, but anything else that you wanted to cover?
I guess the only other thing maybe we didn't touch on was just security, which was a big benefit for us.
Obviously.
I love talking about the end user stuff. It's personally changed the way I've worked, but it's also made my security organization really happy as well. So that's always a positive in my book. Anytime we get data off PCs and and more data into a secure cloud environment like Microsoft's, we have less risk of a data loss scenario if a PC becomes lost or stolen and eventually compromised. So,
nice one.
That was another key piece and a key, kind of key business outcome for us.
Tom, I think this could be this is a rare project then, one that makes the CISO happy and the end users happy. That you don't get an intersection of those two very often. Okay, so on that success story, Tom, thank you very much, and thank you, listeners, for sitting through another CIO 24/7 podcast. I'm Chris Crawford, and today we were speaking with Workplace Technology and Collaboration Director Tom Bruss. We reviewed how Accenture is innovating in the new with OneDrive for Business. Be sure and check out previous episodes of CIO 24/7 podcast series on Accenture.com and look for future editions coming soon.